Hello everyone, this is going to be a 180 Q&A test. Plaintiff attorney is Mr. Barkley, Barkley. Defense attorney is Mr. Hamilton, Hamilton. Again, plaintiff attorney Mr. Barkley, Barkley. Defense attorneys Mr. Hamilton, Hamilton. And this is going to start with defense attorney questioning. Okay, just going to turn back my pages here so none of them get stuck. Okay, here we go. Ready? So for the last 22 years, have you been using that inhaler? Off and on, yes, I have. Okay, and sometimes it can be twice a day. Sometimes it can, yes, it depends on the day. Okay, and you don't know who prescribed it in the last few years other than Dr. Feek? I don't remember the medical group's name. Do you think you have any information at home which would help you identify that medical group? I'm trying to remember. It's not a regular name. It's a hard name to pronounce. He's okay. Right now, he's not asking you to try to remember the name. He's just asking if you have any documents or anything like that at home that would maybe contain the name of the medical group or help you remember what the name is. I don't know. I'd have to look at my receipts, which are at home. Look through your letters or records or anything to see if you can find anything. I don't know if I have anything because since I moved, I don't know if I still have anything like that. Do you have a regular family physician other than, the doctor that they referred you to, your attorney referred you to? Do you have a doctor that you go to for any medical problems or a checkup or things like that? I did when I had that medical group, but I don't have insurance now. You don't have insurance at the present time? No, I don't. Ma'am, would you try speaking up a little bit, please? I'm sorry. Thank you. Maybe if we scoot down just a little closer, that would help. Okay, I have a soft voice. How about this? Where, over the years, have you gotten your inhaler prescribed? I mean your prescription renewed, or where have you gotten the medication? I don't remember because since I moved, I don't remember what the name of the place was. I just remember going to a pharmacy. Was it CVS, Save-On, Rite Aid? Could it be any of those? I don't remember. Counsel, can I talk to you for just a moment off the record? Back on the record, you indicated that you've had asthma maybe approximately 22 years. Is that correct? Yes, that is right. Okay, and apparently now you recall the name of some physician that might have provided you with prescription medication. There was a doctor in that medical group. I don't remember the name of the medical group. I think it starts with an M. It's a Middle Eastern name, and I think there was also a Dr. Jones. And do you recall where the medical group was? It is right here in the downtown area. Do you remember what street it was on? I don't remember. I know it's in this area by the courts somewhere. I do recall that. Are you referring to the Workers' Compensation Court? Is that what you're speaking of, or is it a different courthouse? The courts that are over here. It's somewhere around here in this location. Okay, is it a clinic funded by the county or the state? In other words, is it a clinic open to anyone, or was it a clinic that you had through your insurance or some type of insurance? It was through the insurance. Do you recall the name of your insurance back then? No, it was my husband's. I don't remember. Now, these inhalers that you've had, well, let me ask you it this way. Have you had inhalers for the last 22 years? Have you utilized or used them at all? Off and on, yes. When I need them, yes. And those inhalers that you've had, do you recall the location of any of the places where they may have provided them to you, such as a pharmacy? Not offhand, no. Not offhand. Okay, this is difficult. I don't recall. I'm sorry. Is there a local pharmacy near you, like a CVS or anything like that? It wasn't in this area. I don't remember. It was in LA. It was somewhere in Los Angeles. And when you would have these inhalers, how long would they last you before you had to pick up another one or to have it refilled? Well, it just depended. It's as needed, so it's always different. Okay, can you give me any kind of an estimate? It depends on how my asthma was that I needed them. You can give him a range. That would be so helpful. Maybe 30 days, maybe more, I'm not sure. Now for the diarrhea and the vomiting that you currently have medication for, it's prescribed by Dr. Feek, is that correct? Yes, it is. Okay, before Dr. Feek, had you utilized any medication for diarrhea or vomiting? No, not before that. Never before that time? Well, maybe like Pepto-Bismol or something like that, but that's it. Okay, let's move on. Let's go back to the previous car accident that you were involved in. Did you file a claim against the other driver or their insurance company as a result of that accident? No, I did not. Did you receive any type of monetary settlement as a result of that accident? No, I did not. Okay, do you recall being involved in any other automobile accidents in which you may have sustained injury? No, not that I can recall. Now, you mentioned previously that you had been deposed regarding an injury that you sustained with a prior employer. Do you remember that? What do you mean by deposed? Well, in other words, you were in a deposition just like this one that you are here for today. Oh, yes, I was. Okay, and the injury involved your hands, is that correct? Yes, that is correct. And was it your hands only? Yes, just my hands. Who were you working for at the time? Verizon. Did you have a surgery or any surgery on your hands? Yes, I did. Was it both hands? Yes, it was. Do you recall the names of the doctors who may have treated you for that injury? Dr. Taft and Dr. Goodman, I believe. And did you lose any time from work as a result of that injury? Yes, I did. About how long were you off of work? Can I talk to you? Sure. Do you want to go in the other room? Yes, thank you. Let's go off the record, back on the record. We can continue. Thank you, counsel. Can you read back the last question, please? I don't recall exactly the time, but I'd say about between 1 or 2 years. Okay, and did you receive some type of monetary settlement as a result of that? Yes, I did. And how much did you receive? Do you want to know the whole thing or just... Either one is fine. Whatever you can recall is fine. Maybe about $23,000, I think, around $23,000. So it was about $23,000. And that was payable to you? I don't remember if it was $23,000, the award minus everything, or if that was the amount that I was given. Okay, do you recall the name of strike that? Did you have an attorney represent you for that? Yes, I did. Who was that attorney that represented you? His name is Bart Miller. Other than that prior claim that you had against Verizon, is that correct? Yes. Have you had any other workers' compensation claims? Well, yes, I have. Okay, and who is that? Burger King. Okay, and what type of injury did you sustain there? To what body part, you mean? Yes, which body part or parts? It was my leg. Which leg was that? I don't remember which leg it was, left or right. It healed, so I don't know which one it was. Okay, and how did you sustain the injury to your leg? I slipped and fell on the wet floor. Okay, and did you lose any time from work as a result of that accident? I don't remember, it was so long ago. And did you receive some type of monetary settlement? No, I didn't. Do you recall the names of any doctors who may have treated you for that injury? No, I don't. That was a long time ago. All right. We do have a word list. We've got Dr. Goodman. capital Goodman. Dr. Taft, capital Taft. We've got Dr. Feek, capital F as in Frank, Eek. CVS is capital C, capital V, capital S, no periods, no spaces. Save on is going to be one word and hyphenated. So it's capital S, lowercase a, v, hyphen, capital O, lowercase n. Rite Aid, two words, capital RITE, space, capital AID. Dr. Jones, capital JONES. LA is capital L period, capital A period. No spaces. Los Angeles, capital LOS, space, capital ANGELES. Bart Miller, capital BART. Miller, capital MILLER. Verizon, capital VERIZON. Burger King, capital BURGER, space, capital KING. And Pepto-Bismol, capital PEPTO hyphen, capital BISMOL. And there's, even though this is a deposition, the court reporter came in and asked the witness to speak up. And when that happens, you just sign them in as the court. And then when you go to transcribe it, you're going to transcribe it in all caps, just like you would do with colloquy. And you're going to just transcribe it as the reporter, colon, 2 spaces, just like you would with any colloquy. So instead of the court, it would be the reporter. Okay, good luck on your 180 test.